I want to talk about like what's next. I've heard you say, hey, you want to be $100 million company
Yep.
someday. Talk to me a little bit about that. And I also just wanted to dangle one other part two of this. You mentioned about getting geared up for M&A again. Is there any part of you that you're thinking about maybe being your own private equity company where like because I think of like Kelso Industries. I'm having them on my show in a couple weeks. They basically created where they went out and acquired, I think it was 27 companies in a couple years, and they looked for a certain profile of an owner, probably a guy or girl that's about 40 years old, very ambitious, but wants to be part of something bigger, make more money. Is that potentially part of your evolution, or what? How do you get to that 100 million? I guess is my question.
Yeah. So a hundred million, it's a big, hairy, audacious goal. It's easy to put on a wall, and talk about frequently. Our reality is that I see that as not the end. I see it as sort of like a next step.
Okay.
Um, like 100 million is going to be super fun when we hit it, and I'm really looking forward to that. We're a couple years away, like looking forward to it. I think 250 would be a lot more fun. I think 500 would be even more fun than that, and a billion sure would be sweet. So I think 100 million is an easy number for people to get buy-in about, and I've always been cautious on when I share, like, and this is just like my whole adult life, what I think I can do and what I think I can help other people do is almost limitless. And I don't see a reason that we can't build a business with $1 billion of enterprise value. Like, I
Yeah.
don't actually see a reason. Like, I know people that have done it. I see what they've done to do it, and I understand how we can get there. So when I, but the problem is that's like too big for most people to get a hold of. But 100 million's not when you're growing at 30% year over year and you're in the 30s. So 100 is a digestible goal to get the team bought into so that we can progress further towards the real goal, which is a lot bigger than 100. Um, so that was the answer to the first one. The second one is like, would how would we think about getting there? Probably a lot of organic, probably some M&A. Like, we have a backbone for this, like we're capable of it. We do hope to raise at some point in the next few years. It's something we're super transparent about with our leadership team. I think it would be fun. Um, right now we're just, we're bootstrapping, and like it's still fully internally owned. We run a good business, and we're going to continue to do that. I think somewhere between the 15 and 20 million EBITDA mark, which is hopefully less than 3 years away, we'll be thinking about raising. And then we would be the platform, and we would go acquire a bunch of other businesses. But yeah, that's sort of the current plan. Is It'd be fun to bootstrap to 15 million of EBITDA. I think the first 5 million is like, the first million's crazy hard, right?
Yeah.
But we went from like the first million to the first 5 million in a year. And I have friends that have gone on the same journey, and they're like a few years ahead of me. And they had the same thing. It was like 1.5 million to 4.5 million to 7 million to 12 to 17. Because once the company gets big enough and you're just like, you're not pulling levers anymore, you're turning dials. And if your company's aligned around EBITDA, like, we get better every day at this. Like, we get better at driving more EBITDA. We get better at enhancing margins every single day. So I think the first 5 million was like hard and brutal. And I think the next 5 million is not going to be hard and brutal. I think it'll be like, we'll be challenged, but it, yeah, if you can hit 5 million of EBITDA, I think you can hit 15 or 20.